Welcome back to Johnny Custom Glock's Front Sight Press. Okay, I'm sitting in for Mike tonight. There's nothing wrong. He's fine. He'll talk to you about it next week. So be sure to like and share to your page and tag a friend so that you can earn a chance to win that awesome backpack that we're going to be giving away. So I'd like to thank our sponsors. First of all, Johnny Custom Glock, because life is too short to have a Glock trigger that sucks. Follow him on Instagram and on YouTube. He gives away a lot of really great information. Okay, Pilgrim Ammunition, the best self-defense ammo out there that you can buy as a civilian. Travi Mac Foundation, bringing music to the children at the University of Maryland. You know I'm new at this. At the University of Maryland Children's Hospital. Also, srqlivestudios.com. If you need a podcast, this is the place to be. Sign up with Mark. We have military cases surplus with Tony up in Largo. He keeps us in military cases. And if you get a chance, you should go up and visit him. Okay. Skies and Chaos for the awesome music that they let us use every week. All right, so get your beverage of choice for our toast in a few minutes. And while you're getting your beverage ready, we're going to draw 3 numbers for a chance to win this awesome backpack that we keep putting stuff in. Okay, so yay! All right. Oh, that one jumped out. That was not good. I don't know which camera to look at, so here we are. Okay, first number is going to be 61. Holy cow. Good thing it's a short show tonight. Okay, the second number is 28. And one more. Hi, Al. Hi, Lisa. And 18 for the third chance. Okay. All right. So let's go over what's in the backpack. We've been adding to it every week. Here it is. So in this backpack, we have a whole bunch of good stuff. We have a box of Pilgrim 9mm ammunition, the best self-defense ammo out there. We have an Eklund 9 hex key tool. Those are like little, what do you call them? Allen wrenches type things. We have a Sparta folding knife, a Danco key stop wrench. You could use that to turn on faucets. If they take the little knobs off, you can turn your faucets on, and it has other ends to it. We have a Jet Scream whistle in there, which is 122 decibels, which is really, really loud, louder than a motley crew. He's going to yell at me because I'm looking at Satan, go away. We have a light bar headlamp so that when you're working on your tools or you have to get outside walking around, you don't have to have anything in your hands. It lights up nicely. We have Cutter Backwoods bug repellent, and we have a Vestergaard life straw so that you can drink out of any dirty old pond that you need to. We have a machete that Mike put in there last week, and we are going to have a med kit in there. So we're going to keep adding to that, and we'll be done drawing numbers pretty soon, I think. Can't remember when we're going to stop. Okay. Okay, make sure you get your likes and shares in because we're going to be really short tonight. Okay, probably done in half an hour or less. The sooner I can get out of here.
Camera.
Which camera?
Look at this camera.
That...
Don't look at the screen.
Oh.
This camera. Talk to these people.
Okay.
This camera.
That camera. How do I know that camera is the one I'm supposed to look at?
Because I just told you to.
Okay. All right. So for our toast tonight, everybody ready? My big audience there. Yay! Okay, here it is. Don't be paranoid. Just be prepared. Okay. All right. So while Carrie's figuring out who won their chances, tonight's show is going to be addressing some of the scams that are going on to trick you into being in danger. So the newest one I saw was listed on Facebook. This lady went to Target, and she had no place to park except up one of the little bumper things. So she couldn't drive straight out. She had to back out to get out. And she was there late at night. She had her kids with her. And when she came out of the store, she started backing up, and her rear view camera beeper started beeping. So she looked around in the camera. She couldn't see anything back there. And so she backed up a little more, and the camera kept beeping at her. And so she decided there was nothing back there. She kept looking out of her back rear view mirror. She couldn't see anything, so she continued backing up, and she went home. She thought it was some kind of malfunction. What she found when she got home is someone had hung some blue jeans over the windshield wiper on the back of her car so that it was blocking the camera. And so what she found out is had she gotten out of her car, she could have been attacked. So somebody had deliberately put that there to make her want to get out of her car and check it. She would have gotten out of her car without any flashlight, without her keys, without her cell phone or anything, and she could have been abducted. So you need to be aware that if you have a backup camera, none of my cars do, they're too old, but anyway, just be aware that somebody might be fooling around putting something so that you'll get out of your car. Okay, so when you get in your car, make sure you lock your doors and get out of there. Don't sit around. Another situation I saw on Facebook was these girls were at a Target store someplace up north, and an elderly lady came to ask them if they could borrow if she could borrow a cell phone, because her data was down and her battery was dead. And the girl was just about ready to loan her the phone because the older lady needed to call her sister because she had run out of gas or whatever the excuse was. And one of the girls said, no, don't loan her the phone. And it turns out that one of the scams they're doing now is when they borrow your phone, it looks like they're trying to call somebody, but what they're doing is they're adding themselves as a friend on your list, and they are turning on the tracking device so that they can tell where you are at any given time, and they can find you and they can abduct you. You know, looking at an elderly lady, you would think that she wouldn't be any kind of threat, but they're using all kinds of terrible scams. So that's another thing to be aware of. If you're being followed by a stranger, especially at night, and you don't know who this person is and you think you're being followed, don't go directly home. Drive around, see if they're following you. You can go to the police department or the sheriff's department. You can call them ahead of time and tell them that you think you're being followed by someone who is shady, and they may tell you to meet them somewhere, perhaps Walmart, or go to the police station, and so then you'll be safe. That way they're not going to follow you to your house. Okay. Another thing, if you are ever pulled over at night and you suspect it may not be a policeman that's pulling you over, what you could do is you could call 911 and tell the dispatcher where you are and ask them if a police officer is trying to follow you, pull you over. Drive to a well-lit place and pull in there, and you can check out to see what they're wearing. Check their shoes especially, because it's easy to get some uniform that looks like a police officer uniform, but sometimes it's hard to get the shoes. So just be aware. I was pulled over one evening, and rather than rolling my window down or getting out of the car, I only rolled the window down a little bit, and I handed my driver's license and registration through the little crack in there, and I pulled into a well-lit area. So just be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of that of what's going on. Okay, several years ago there was a scam out there where people would be driving down the road and they would find a baby seat on the side of the road with something in it, a little doll that would look somewhat like a real human doll, and it would be covered up. So they would get people to pull over and take a look, see if they could help, and then there would be somebody in the bushes waiting for them. So it's just a weird world out there. So just be careful. Another one is a car would be broken down on the side of the road, the hood would be up, the flashers are on, and a lady's standing around looking distraught, and you pull over to help them, and again, the boyfriend or some guy is standing in the bushes ready to get you. Am I scaring anybody yet? So I was out this morning very, very early, 4:30 in the morning, going down the interstate, and I had to use the rest stop. So I pulled into a rest stop. There were 4 or 5 cars in this parking lot. Most of the lights were turned off inside the cars. People apparently were sleeping or whatever. There was no security anywhere around that I could see. So I had my gun on me already. I pulled out my flashlight and went into the restroom, used it. And when I came out, I checked my car from a distance with the flashlight, just making sure, checking all around it, making sure there was nobody there, just to be safe. Once I got in my car, I immediately locked the doors, backed out, and got out of there. So don't sit around in your car. So, all right, guess what? When we find out who won this, we're done. What's that? We have the numbers. Okay, so number 61, who's that? Jordan Spradley.
Sean are going at it in the shares.
Who is it?
Sean and Bradley are going at it in the shares.
Okay.
I really want these prizes.
Sean Hilton again. And number 18?
Sean.
Oh, okay. And there's one more.
Jordan.
Jordan. There were 3 numbers, right?
Right. Give me all the names again. 61 is Jordan. 28 is Jordan. And 18 is Sean.
Oh, wow. The only ones watching tonight, I guess. All right. Okay. So our winners so far, or our people who have gotten chances, we have Al Newman, Connie Flatts had 2, Jay Rominski 1, Jimmy Kemp 2, Jody Fuller, John Burke, Jordan Spradley 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, Kat Varela twice, Kathy Kemp, Lenny Concepcion, Lisa Newman, Luis Soto, Maria Miset, Pete Quinn twice. Oh, okay. Let's see. Sean Hilton 1, 2, 3 times, plus one more tonight. That's 4 times. And Susie England. Those are our potential winners, the ones who have now won chances. All right. Wow. All right. So, 20-minute show. Okay. So I'm going to wrap it up. All right, be safe, be careful. I want to thank our sponsors one more time. Johnny Custom Glock for Pilgrim Ammunition, the Travi Mac Foundation, SRQ Live Studios, Tony at Military Cases Surplus up in Largo, Skies and Chaos, and we are done. I'm gonna wrap it up. Play music. Take us out. I'm done.